Hello guys, it is Esther and welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to get on with the video because it's going to be kind of a short one, but one that I've been thinking about for a while. I call this The Lobster and Other Movies That Depress Me. When you watch a film for the first time, you usually expect it to make you feel something. For example, we watch comedies to make us laugh, horror to make us afraid, and so on. But there is another subgenre of film out there that just makes you feel nothing. In fact, I can't even call it a subgenre, because it can come from anywhere. It can be a horror film that has deeply disturbing messages, a depressing romance where it doesn't work out. But the main point I'm trying to make is, when you watch these films, you are either begging for it to end or questioning your entire existence. These are movies such as Yorgos Lanthimos' The Lobster, which I was really excited to watch because my ultimate crush Colin Farrell is in it, yet I was completely let down by the flat and emotionless line delivery every character has.
Now, have you thought of what animal you'd like to be if you end up alone?
Yes, a lobster.
Why a lobster?
Because lobsters live for over 100 years. Are blue-blooded, like aristocrats. And stay fertile all their lives.
And the depressing and hopeless dystopia the film is set in.
What happened?
She jumped from the window of room 180. There's blood and biscuits everywhere.
I hope she dies right away. On second thoughts, I hope she suffers quite a bit before she dies. I just hope her pathetic screams can't be heard from my room. Because I was thinking about having a lie down.
Another example of pure depression is We Need to Talk About Kevin. I actually read the book before I watched the film, at about 500 pages long. It's probably the longest book I've ever read, and I enjoyed reading it, I really did. However, as I sat down one night to watch the film with my mum, I was all of a sudden hit with a complete existential crisis.
One day I and everyone I love is going to be dead. We're all so alone in the universe.
The film stars Ezra Miller, one of my favourite actors ever due to his amazing diversity in roles, from Patrick in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, the funny gay best friend.
Dare? Okay. I dare you to kiss the prettiest girl in the room on the lips. And notice I charitably said girl and not person, because let's face it, I'd smoke all you bitches.
To Credence in Fantastic Beasts, a sad, lonely child who is just trying to express himself in an oppressed society. In this film, he plays Kevin, the devil child of Tilda Swinton's character Eva. In short, the film is about a woman trying to get her life back together after her son murders about 10 of his classmates with a crossbow. There are scenes in this film where she visits him in prison and asks him why he did it. There are also many sequences of Eva just being super depressed all the time. She's lying around doing nothing, she's drinking a lot, and there's a lot of sad flashbacks. The whole film just feels like a massive blow to the head of depression, dread, and fear of children. This movie made me not want to have kids, because they might turn out evil and emotionless, possibly sociopaths, and I do not know how to deal with that myself, so I'd probably be a terrible parent. Let's just say I went to bed that night feeling empty inside. The main reason I felt so oddly about these films is probably due to the lack of emotion in both main characters, Kevin and David. In The Lobster, David is a man who is faced with a bleak future of either being turned into an animal, being shot by his former friends in the woods, or living a boring life in the city with the woman he supposedly loves. The concept sounds fascinating and interesting, yet the way David talks throughout the film makes him seem so dead inside that I find it hard to relate with him. If a character in a film cries, I cry with them. If they are happy genuinely, I feel that happiness. Yet both of these films completely fail to convince me that the people in them have emotions at all, which ultimately just makes me feel depressed while watching them. I do really like feeling things when I watch a film. My favourite movies of all time are ones that have either made me cry, made me feel really happy, or absolutely terrified me. So to be excited to watch a film and to get such a bleak outcome from them really tears me apart inside.
Disappointed!
I really hope that I don't have to come across many of these films again. However, it is pretty inevitable with all of these artsy-fartsy movies coming out, where people are being so serious and it's so bleak and everything's bad. You know, it's just really depressing, and it really does not put me in a good mood at all. You don't have to watch films that are all sunshine and rainbows to feel happy, though. There are plenty of sad movies that made me feel happy and content, and I don't know really. It's hard to describe your emotions when talking about film, especially. Sometimes it's really hard to put your finger on what it is that makes a film make you feel something, but all I have to say is I really do not enjoy this kind of film. The one that makes you feel absolutely nothing and that life is hopeless and everything's bad. At least that's the way I see them, because I'm a very sensitive person and things upset me really easily. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys know of any other depressing movies, please tell me about them and what your experience was watching them. I probably won't watch them myself, so don't see it as like a recommendation thing. I just want to find out about your guys' experiences with these sort of films, and if you see where I'm coming from, and that I'm not the only one who's being a bit sensitive. I will hopefully see you guys again soon when I make another video. Anyway, goodbye!